Hello everyone, welcome. In today's video, I'm going to be speaking about some fantastic new drugstore makeup that I have been using nonstop since I got them. They are so good that I have actually been reaching for them over my high-end options when doing my makeup. So let's get into it. First up is the NYX Make 'em Wonder Soft Matte Buildable Foundation. I first tried this foundation in last month's Testing Hot New Makeup. And whenever I do those videos, you understand that I am only giving you my initial first impressions. And I do typically say in those videos that I will try to update you in a future video. So consider this that future video where I'm updating you on a couple of things. The shade I demonstrated in that video was number 12 Natural. This is my shade if I have not self-tanned, if I'm not planning on filming. When I am planning on filming, like today, and I am under these bright lights, I do like to add a little bit more color. So I have since purchased a deeper shade, a slightly deeper shade. And today I have mixed the two together. This one is 16 Natural Beige. I also wanted to have a slightly darker one for when I do self-tan. And the only time I will purchase a second shade of a foundation is if I really, really like the formula. And I really, really like this formula. It gives me natural looking medium coverage with a soft matte finish. It is buildable. If I want to make it more of a full coverage foundation, I can do that. But the texture of the product, the blendability, the longevity, this foundation really ticks a lot of boxes for me. Because I don't have dry skin, for those of you that might be new to my channel, I have oily, mature skin, which is a bit of a rarity. But we're out there. You're out there. A lot of you do end up commenting on my videos saying, I'm here too. I also have mature, oily skin. What I'm getting at is that I cannot say for certain that someone with dry or very dry skin is going to enjoy this formula. I think there are most likely better formulas out there if you are looking for something that's very sheer. Perhaps you want something that's extremely dewy, extremely hydrating. This is not one that honestly is probably even on your radar. But if you have normal to combination skin, combination to oily skin, I definitely think it's worth trying. At first, I wasn't super impressed by the size or the packaging. It looked super tiny, almost like a sample size, but it is 1 fluid ounce, which is typical of most foundations. And it's honestly fantastic for travel. I also can't get enough of this CoverGirl True Blend Skin Enhancer Baked Luminous Bronzer. I know everyone has been talking about how this is a dupe, or at least it is a good alternative to the Hourglass Luminous Bronzers. There's also blushes that CoverGirl came out with that are fantastic dupes or alternatives for the Hourglass blushes. I have them all. I love them all. And I was going to put them in this video, and I suppose I can still add them because I am still reaching for them. But once I got the other blush that I have to show you in this video, I sort of set those to the side. They're both excellent. One is obviously CoverGirl. The other one is, spoiler alert, Milani. So I'm just being honest with you when I say that I was reaching for the CoverGirl baked blushes a lot until I got the Milani, and now I've sort of pushed those aside. But I did not like the new Milani baked bronzer as much as I like this. So that is why I have put this particular bronzer in this video, because I love everything about this. The Milani has a little bit, in my opinion, too much shimmer for the masses, meaning that I think the majority of people are going to wish that it had a little bit less glow to it. I mean, honestly, I can't say. This one does have glow, but it's very, very, very subtle. It's not a sparkle. And this particular shade, Toasted Butterscotch, is perfect for my light skin. Okay, moving on to eyes. I'm not sure just how new this next product is. It's from Kokie. It is their Metallic Shadow Duos. I just got them in the mail a few days ago in a PR package. So whenever I get a package like that, I assume it's a new launch, but then sometimes when I go and look it up, it's hard to tell if it's a new launch or not. Regardless, it's new to me, it's affordable, and I have to talk about it with you. When you flip up the lid, there is a cream eyeshadow that you can easily apply with your finger. It's creamy, it's soft. You can also use it as an eyeshadow base, which I'm sort of going to do when I apply the loose shimmer on top. And this shimmer is stunning. The shade I've chosen to use today is called Haze. And I just like to put a little bit of the loose shadow on the back of my hand and then pick it up with my finger. And it's buildable. You can use the shimmer alone. You don't have to put it over the cream base, but over that cream base, you're going to get a much more vibrant, long-lasting, shimmery effect. And that is all I have on my lids right now. I did put a little bit of a darker brown on the outer corner, lined my upper lash lines with a little powder eyeshadow, powder eyeliner, and then mascara, of course. But this is what I used to do the majority of today's eye look. Mascara. I'm not one to normally sing the praises of a drugstore mascara. If you know me at all, you know that I love my falsies, whether I'm wearing corner lashes or individual lashes. I really don't wear strip lashes much at all, but I do like to have some sort of emphasis on at least the outer corners of my lashes. So when you're doing that, adding individuals or clusters or a half lash, it doesn't really matter that much what mascara you use. I know a lot of you think I like to be in full glam every single day. And ideally, yes, but that's a lot of effort. And honestly, I don't want to put in the effort every single day, or at least not the full effort. Some effort, like maybe something to even out my skin tone, a little brow gel, a little cheek color, lip balm, and mascara. For the past month or so, I have been seeing so many beauty content creators rave about the L'Oreal Extensionist mascara. And I can't help myself. I am a true beauty junkie. It doesn't matter what the price point is. If something piques my interest, I'm going to try it. So I ordered mine from Amazon in the very black, I think it is. And truthfully, I did have low expectations because this is not usually the type of mascara wand that works for me. But I've got to say, this was love at first use. There was 0 clumps when I pulled out the wand, 0 clumps when I applied it to my lashes. It gives me tons of length, tons of separation. I love it for getting right in that inner corner because even when I do wear corner lashes, I like to take the mascara and pull out my real lashes that are next to the falsies so that you really can't tell what's real and what's not. E.L.F. has finally given us a really good brow pencil. Actually, they did have an older brow pencil that was okay, but they recently came out with a brow pen that was absolutely horrible. A brow pen like the one from Anastasia Beverly Hills. MAC has one. Maybelline has one now, the Build-A-Brow. So E.L.F. came out with a brow pen, and I tried it for the very first time in one of my testing hot new makeup videos. I could get no pigment out of that pen. I thought I was doing something wrong until I started to read the comments. And everyone was saying how they've either tried the pen themselves or they had seen videos of other content creators where they too could not get that pen to work. Honestly, they should have just recalled all of them. Therefore, I was a little skeptical to try this. But again, I was intrigued. It's also my job to test these products. And this brow pencil is only $8, which is a price point we like. It comes in 8 colors. I chose the taupe shade. By the way, it is just called Microfine Brow Pencil. The reason why I ordered the taupe versus the blonde is because I don't know if you've noticed, but my brows are a little bit darker than normal. I recently watched a video of another content creator showing the best way to tint your brows at home. And I am going to be sharing that hack with you in an upcoming video, so stay tuned. It worked so well. Now I actually have some color in my brows. I don't know how long it will last. I just did it, but we shall see. So that is why I ordered the taupe and not the blonde, because I felt like the taupe would match better. And I think it matches really perfectly. This has everything I want in a brow pencil. A very, very fine tip that won't break off when I'm trying to make those hair-like strokes. They also have to have a really good natural tone to them. I don't want my taupe to be too gray or too green or too dark. Nobody wants a brown or a soft brown that is very red, unless of course you have auburn hair. Anyway, the shade selection seems nice. There's a spoolie on the end. I've truly found nothing not to like about it. It stays on all day. I do set with some brow gel, but I have had no problems with the pencil disappearing throughout the day. It's creamy, but it's not too creamy. I do think I want to buy the blonde though, just to see how it compares to my other favorite blonde brow pencils, like the Patrick Ta blonde that I'm always raving about, because obviously I'd love to be able to give you all a good dupe for my favorite brow pencil. All right, now it's time to talk about those newly reformulated Milani baked blushes. I did not get these in a PR package. I bought 1 or 2 shades to start with, and then I ended up buying almost all the rest. These have, I think, more of a glow than the older formula, the original formula. So if you have mature skin or you have a lot of texture on your skin and you're fearful of glowy blushes, these might not be ideal for you. I am crazy about them. I don't even care if my texture is showing more. I just feel prettier and glowier and more youthful with these blushes on. The first shade I bought was Pink Panna Cotta, because I thought this might be a good dupe for one of my favorite YSL 24-hour powder blushes. And I'm not going to tell you just yet, I'm teasing you, if it is a dupe for the YSL, because I have another dupes video coming out soon as well. So for now, I'm going to leave you to wonder, but I'm going to tell you that this is super pretty. If you have dark skin, it's not going to show up very well as a blush, but you will get a little bit of a pinky glow from it. This is not the shade that I have on right now. After I purchased this one, I purchased the reformulated Dolce Pink, also stunning, a little bit deeper in pigmentation, tone. My favorite, however, and the one I find myself reaching for the most, is called Sparkling Rosé. This is absolutely stunning. It gives you a more muted mauve type of cheek, whereas these are going to give you more of a baby doll pink cheek. This is subtle but glowy, but if you want even more glow, wait till you see this. It's from NYX. This is the Buttermelt Sticks Highlight. I purchased the white one first, and I demoed that in, once again, last month's testing new makeup video. But then I was influenced to buy the pink by another beauty content creator. Unfortunately, I do not recall who the content creator was. I just was scrolling on TikTok, came across a woman with a beautiful pinky highlight on, and she was demonstrating this product, and it was an immediate add to cart. I believe in the video I watched, she swiped it on like this, but I prefer to twist up a little bit of the product, put it on my finger, and I already have quite a bit on, but then you just dab it on the high points of your cheeks, and you just feel ethereal. It does feel a little sticky, but it dries down after a while and you don't really feel, at least I don't feel any stickiness. This pink is a must-have, I think. And then finally, I want to talk about my newest go-to lip product. I've mentioned before that my lips are so pale. They are colorless. A lot of people will say that when they go looking for a lip product, they're looking for something that is their lips but better. Well, honestly, I don't want anything close to my natural lips because my natural lips have me looking like a corpse. So I have tried multiple lip staining products, lip liner stains, lip gloss stains, and there's just something about this new L'Oreal Hyaluron lip tint that I am really, really liking. I think it's a combination of the color, which the shade I've been loving is called Worth It. I also really like the applicator. The formula feels really, really nice on my lips. And what I do is I apply it all over my lips. Then you want to wait about 5 or 6 minutes. It says to wait 10 minutes. I don't typically wait that long. But after 5 or 6 minutes, you just dab it off and you're left with such a pretty stain. If your natural lip color is darker than mine, you're going to have to choose most likely one of the darker shades. But once this is on, then I go and apply my lip liner. And then, as I've done today, I applied a lip gloss. You can put nothing on top of it if you choose not to. I just like a good, 3 to 4 step lip combo. But on a day that I was just maybe running errands, I could just put this on and wipe it off and have that just very natural looking stain. That does look like my lips but better if my lips actually had any color to them. And I'm not really surprised that I am enjoying this product so much because I have raved about these Hyaluron lip oils since they came out like 6 or 7 or 8 months ago. This comes in 8 shades and retails for $14. So yeah, I think both of these are fantastic. The plumping lip oil and the new tint. So there they are, the newest drugstore makeup releases that have me in a chokehold. I cannot get enough of these products. I highly recommend them. Every single one will be listed and linked down below in the description box of this video, as well as tagged through YouTube Shopping because I am a YouTube Shopping partner. If you have any questions about anything I've spoken about today, please do not hesitate to leave that question for me in the comments. I do try to answer as many as I can. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. I truly appreciate that. And if you are not already subscribed to my channel, I hope that you will consider doing so. I do upload new videos at least twice per week. You can also find me over on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. My username is the same on every social media platform. It's Risa Does Makeup. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope to see you in my next video.